You. All right, tonight's, well, this afternoon service may be brief, but we're going to have some church nevertheless. Church. All right. All right, let me take you out of church real quick. All right, let me find my chat first and foremost. There it is. Rich got jokes. He said nearly night, huh? Yeah, I know, right? Not really digging the new platform, to be honest with you. I don't like some of the things that they removed. I don't understand that. When you know, if you're doing an upgrade, you want to add on or improve upon. But to remove stuff doesn't really make much sense to me. I don't understand why they did that. They actually took a lot of features off, which is silly. I always wonder why they don't consult with people who trade first. Like before you start building or implementing something new, why would you not check in with people who actually use the platform already before you start doing stuff? You know, ask us, like, what do y'all want? What can make it better? They didn't do that. And then they also did not, I think about or give, you know, like more thought to what it is that people enjoy the most about the platform. They just, you know, they had like a preconceived idea of what they wanted to do, and that's what they did. But I think that any of you that are trying out the beta, you know, let them know that you don't like let them know specifically what you don't like about it. Right. And, you know, I would hope that they would keep the old platform and give you the option to select whether you want to use the old or the new. You know, versus trying to force everyone to adapt to the new platform. That would be stupid, in my opinion. That would not make the most sense. Nope, it would not. But we'll see. You know, this whole thing, I think, will be a good judge of character for the people behind NADEX. You know, the people actually responsible for not just the platform, but communicating with the users of the platform. It will give us some insight into where their frame of mind is, where their state of mind is, really, you know, regarding the users. Because I'm pretty sure that we're not the only ones that don't necessarily care for the new platform. I'm pretty sure. You know what I mean? I'm pretty sure that is the case. All right, so let me get my link real quick. Yeah, that's when you call NADEX. Right, just call up and start complaining. Be like, yo, that new platform you got, garbage. They get enough calls like that, I think that they might actually reconsider, or they'll make adjustments and add on stuff that they took off. I don't understand that. I never understood that. It's kind of like, it's the same thing with like how Starbucks, they remove the specialty beverages that everybody loved the most. Every year they do the same thing. You bring it around the holidays, and then you take it off. It'd be the #1 selling beverages that you have during that season, then y'all take it off. That's stupid. Like why are you taking it off? Just leave it on the menu. Let people enjoy it year round. So I don't get it. I don't understand. I don't understand why like businesses do certain things. I don't think that they really consult with the market enough. Like with the people actually using and buying the products and services. I don't think that they communicate with them enough. Yeah, right. Exactly. Let me take away what brought you here in the first place. Let me take away the only reason you here. Let me take that away. Like, it's stupid. Like, I'm literally right now in the parking lot of a Starbucks behind me. I don't want nothing from there. Because if they don't have the caramel ribbon crunch, I don't even want nothing. I don't want nothing. I go to Dunkin Donuts or go home and make my own coffee. Yeah, you're right. They are not, Don. They're not. I think that what they do is they just go off of the people that they are affiliated with and what their ideas are. You know, they created a great platform. The platform that they already have is awesome. And it's like, all right, so now you want to upgrade it, but your upgrade is actually taking stuff off that people already are used to having on the platform. Why would you remove anything from the platform that people use already? I'll give you one example. When I logged into the beta, the ability for you to what was it specifically? You know how you can go into your preferences and you can create like the way that you want things to look? You can't do that on the new one. You can't do that on the new one. You can do all of that on the old one. Can't do it on the new one. Why would you remove that? Why would you remove the ability to do that? That's silly. If anything, add something. Don't take something away. That's just silliness. But again, I think that if a lot of people speak up about it, they'll actually leave it alone. You know, they'll give you the option to use the old one or the new one. I think that that's what they're going to do. I think that that's what they'll do. One of them, like a major move that they took away. In your account, at the top, there's a drop-down box that lets you hide your balances. They don't have that in the new one. When you take that away, that's a psychological way for you to trade. You're not looking at your balance. Like, that's something that I taught people to do early on. Hide your balance and just trade. When you go in to set your preference for your contract size and you scaling up, you set your preference, you scale up your contracts, and you don't look at your balance at all. Like, hide it so that you can't see it. Because it does something psychologically for you when you do see your balance in the account. It just does something to you. They took that away. I'm like, nah, that's silliness right there. Why would you remove that? And there was something else that they took away. It was one more thing that they took away that I was like, why would y'all take that away? So they don't, it's like corporate. Like corporate people don't be, they are not in tune at all with what's actually going on in the company that affects the bottom line. They think they are. You can't tell them that they're not. They really be thinking that they in tune. They don't be knowing what the hell's going on. You gotta be you gotta be a customer to know what the hell is going on. How do you know what your customers are doing or thinking if you don't really rock with them? That's like the difference between businesses that survive and ones that don't. The ones that don't survive think that they know shit that the consumer doesn't know. Like, oh, you know more than the people buying your shit. No, you don't. They know everything. They're the reason that you're in business because you've put yourself in position to capture whatever it is that they like. That's why they're keeping you in business. If you're out of tune with what they want, you ain't gonna remain in business, and that's it. It happens all the time. It happens literally all the time. Major corporations have gone out of business because of that. Because they refuse to adapt. Major companies going out of business. Just for that. This internet over here acting a little funny. Starbucks mad at me. They think because I'm talking shit about them. So they messing with the internet. Let me come over here to the chat. Oh, Don said he used the NADEX apps. All the new platform is the mobile app on the desktop. That's all it is. It's the same shit. He said the people, they seem to actually have an attitude when you call. You right. you ain't lying about that. Right. What Rich is saying, to be able to create your own layout with all the options that you like, that would be cool. Exactly. Big Daddy said he liked the new platform. Really nice, more user-friendly. In what way, Big Daddy? Like, what's more user-friendly about it? I'm just curious. Like, I would like to know what you mean specifically. Something that you can point out. Don said they figured since they the only game in town, they can do what they want. Yeah, and a lot of times that, that's not the best thing to do. Because you might be the only game in town for now. But there's always somebody out there watching. Always. And it's, anytime a company, a business gets arrogant, it's not a good look. Not a good look. Yeah, I agree. Rich said, I'm sure there'll be a competing company entering the game soon. I would say sooner rather than later. Kyle was good. Big Daddy said it's faster. Don't have to open ticket for ages. It gets stuck. Mine don't get stuck. But I understand what you're saying. You're saying that it's faster. The platform is actually faster. I think that it's like that right now because there are fewer users on it. Like if everybody was to shift to the new platform, you'll have the same issue. Things will slow down because you have more people pulling from the service with the new platform. You know what I mean? The reason it's so fast is because ain't nobody's using it yet. We all using the old one. So the new one is going to be super fast for now. Rich said different horses for different courses. You'll either love it or not care for it. Yep. Tyler said the ticket seems to process faster. Now I don't have to rework the size of the chart. It fits perfectly, makes the ticket and chart fit the screen. I contacted NADEX and asked if we could get indicative on the ticket. That's another thing they took off. The indicative on the ticket. Like stuff like that. Why would you remove that? They took that off. They took off the ability for you to hide your balance. Like all of these are psychological things that help you as a trader. Being able to see the actual market, the indicative price on the ticket. Like these are things that made the platform so remarkable, in my opinion. The fact that everything was right there, you know, and it was customizable. You can customize the platform however you want it. You can't really do that with the new platform. And I don't mind change when the change makes sense. If the change, it's like when you change something, I don't think you should think deductively. Like, don't remove shit right away. You got to feel out, well, no, wait, let's keep that because maybe they like that. You're going to just start removing stuff. I don't think that you should do that first. I think you should wait. You should wait and see what people actually use the most, what they like the most, and then enhance it. Why would you have deductive reasoning at first? That's the part right there that I don't understand. And like I said, like that's a corporate thing. It really is. People that are in the corporate, they love to do that shit. They love it. Just like I was saying a minute ago. You know, when they run a promotion at a some type of chain restaurant or whatever, and they're running a promotion to get a feel for when people or more so what people like. They'll run a promotion. The promotion does well. Then they stop the promotion. Like you run a promotion to see if people like this. Everybody tells you, yeah, we love this. Then you make it limited time. Why would you make what everybody loves a limited time promotion? That defeats the purpose of everything that you intended to do. You wanted to find out if people liked it. Then they tell you they love it, and then you take it away. That's the dumbest shit ever. Like, it's just silly, man. It's just silly. Yeah, but anyway. Yeah, you can't open multiple tickets. Like this is, these are little things that when you don't have it no more, you like, damn, wait, hold up. I'm kind of used to that. And now I don't have that now. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, nah, more consideration, I think, should be taken by any corporation before they just make adjustments. It's so many words, Walker. Yes. Yeah, and that's what I was saying, Tyler. Exactly. Yep, because they are asking for feedback. But those are major points that I've just brought up. Indicative and being able to hide your balances, because that's a psychological thing for someone trading. If you're looking at money in your account, it's a distraction. It seemed like No. I think I did figure out how to actually adjust something in the preferences. I think they did have one thing. But it was something else that I couldn't find. I couldn't find how do you make a withdrawal? All right. See, I gotta go into it again because like this was stuff that I couldn't find. I couldn't find it right away. I'm sure that it's there, but I have to look at it again. Yeah, I gotta look at it again. Adele says she's proud of me because I did my homework, huh? I had played with the thing before they even launched it because they had a list of, I guess, people that they considered to be, I don't know what you want to call it, but I guess they had a list of people that maybe are some of the most active traders, and they were asking early about testing out the beta, and I had looked at it, and when I looked at it, I was like, nope, and I left it alone. I was like, I hope they don't just leave it like this. I hope that they put stuff back, and they didn't. So the beta that y'all have now is the same shit that they showed us in the very beginning. Yep, same one. Yeah, this internet, man. Come on, man. Starbucks over here acting all selfish with the internet. Acting all funny with it. Come on, man. Yo, the internet around here be terrible sometimes. Damn. Now I remember why I don't come to this Starbucks. I used to try to come here to do the recaps. That's why I don't come here. I do not come here because the internet don't be working. Now I remember. It's corny, man. Come on. And it's also raining today because I washed the car. Anytime I wash my car, it rains. Like, I'm not even joking. Every time I wash the car, it rains. The same day. Listen to this. Mind you, it's 90 degrees. It's 90 degrees, and it's raining. It's a sun shower, mind you, because the sun is out. Now there's one little cloud coming over this way that's raining for no reason. People be thinking I be making shit up, man. I'm not. I ain't making it up. I'm telling y'all. Try to tell you. All right, this internet though, man. Damn. Yo, now like right now it's pouring rain. Right now. Unbelievable. All right, hold on. I moved the laptop, so maybe the internet will work now. F11 top coat. What's that? Is that like a polish? Said top coat. That sound like it's a paint. Where's Jerome at? Oh, it's like a spray on wax. Okay. Where do you get it? And like, so somebody has to do it, or can you do it yourself? Either order online or most auto parts stores carry it. Okay, F11 top coat. Okay. I will be trying that because I'm not joking about that. When I get a car wash, it rain. I'm serious. Dead serious. That shit is crazy. It's like if you want it to rain, just tell me and I wash my car. I come to your city and wash my car, and it'll rain in your city. Oh, okay. Oh, Winston know about that too. All right, cool. Yeah, I'm gonna look into that. Spray everywhere. Oh, well, Dell, you go through the same thing, huh? It was getting ridiculous. I had bugs on the front of the car, like the bugs was embedded into the car. Like I was like, nah, I gotta wash this car. Matthew getting at you, Adele. He's like, yo, you can't be not washing your car for months. Oh, snap. Jerome in the house. What's up, Jerome? Jerome in the house. Now watch your mouth. Oh, you do your own vacuuming? And you wipe down the inside? I don't do that. Nah, I pay my dues to do that. Nah, let me stop. I actually have a vacuum, a little mini hand vacuum that I keep in the car because of these kids, man. These kids be having all kind of pistachio shells and candy wrappers all over the car, so. Yeah, it's like a dirt devil. Yeah, it's a rechargeable one. It lasts long too. It lasts pretty long. It's pretty good. It's pretty good. If I didn't have that, this car would be a wreck inside. Look, the deacon and the choir director is going at it. The deacon was like, who you think you're talking to? I don't be detailing no cars. He's like, sister, get up there and direct the choir. Sister Adele. I was supposed to take you out of church, right? Hold on. And if I could pull up a chart, I could see what the market is doing. This internet is crazy around here, though. Let's go to church. And if I could pull up a chart, I could see what the market is doing. This internet is crazy around here.
The Lord is my shepherd, and I shall not want. He maketh me to lie down in green pastures. Yeah. And all of your troubles, everything that you've been going through, God said to tell you, you're about to come out. Yes, you are.
getting started. Well, uh-oh. Uh-oh. Woo! Yo, it's something about that tone. When them chords be connecting, you ever really like look at when people be in church? Well, it's not every church. Let me first clarify. It's not all churches. It's certain churches. I just say that. When that music come on, it does something to the cells in your body. And folks start moving. They start moving around. Right? I know y'all think I'm crazy. I'm not though. I just study. Now I know that there's internet over here now. Come on now. Let me try this one. I gotta turn it off and then turn it back on for it to work. Let me see what it's trying to connect to. Yeah, connect to that one. Come on. Hey now. Come on. It's connected now. Let's get it. That's funny. I'm just reading what Gorilla said. He said his full-time job is car detailer, so this is hilarious to him. That's how the vibe be, man. Like, what's the chances of that? Like, for real, what are the chances of that? Come on now, it's connected. Let's get it. Yeah, I gotta go through mad changes just to get internet. Damn. Let me try the other one now. All right, the other one is connected. Come on now, pop on. Wax on, wax off. Why? This be ridiculous. Then I move over there and it works. All right, so I see I got to switch positions. totally ridiculous. Wi-Fi be so fickle. Oh, look at that rainbow. That rainbow looks crazy. Now that's a rainbow for real. Damn. I'm gonna let y'all see it in a minute. Watch. I'm gonna show you this rainbow. This rainbow look crazy. As soon as I get some internet. Come on, man. Come on, bruh. Anyway. Hey, let me show you this rainbow real quick. See if y'all can see it. How you flip this thing around? Oh, look. Look at that. Now that's a rainbow. Look how broad it is. Over there, that's where the pot of gold is. Over there. Wow, that's nice. That's nice. Now, if I could just get some internet, I'd be all right. This is so ridiculous. It's connected to internet and there's no internet. Like, what kind of nonsense is that? I'm literally driving around the parking lot trying to find the right position for the internet. Shit is ridiculous. And don't tell me nothing about no hotspot. Because I can't do the hotspot and be on the phone at the same time. I need the internet for the live stream on the phone. That's why I can't use the hotspot. That's for whoever is going to tell me more. Use your hotspot. Can't use the hotspot with the live stream, genius. This is really ridiculous. Like, it's like 85 internet connections in this parking lot. Because it's a shopping center. And I can't find one. Starbucks is terrible. Let me try Staples. Staples sell internet. Let's see if their Wi-Fi is pretty good. Come on, bro, slow it down. Yo, why people be driving mad fast in the parking lot? Like, it's the parking lot, B. Why are you speeding in the lot? For what? Retard. Here, let me try it again right here. Oh, we got it. Here we go, Staples. Good old Staples. But you know what though? I don't like this angle. So what I'm actually gonna do is come over here like this and park away from the sun, because the sun is not gonna tear me up. Come right over here, out the sunlight. Alright, this is looking better now. Only problem is I'm next to cars. It's the only problem. And also light. Something is hitting this right here. Wait, what's that? I think that's good. All right. The Adventures of Pastor Fuller. Is this your car, lady? No, thank goodness. So I don't have to yell at nobody right now. And I'm directly in between these two cars. Y'all got enough room to not have your door swing out. So please, don't bother me. Oh, no, wait. The internet ain't working right here. This is ridiculous. Internet is not working right here in this space right here. I gotta go back over there. I don't like how the sun is over here though. I'm straight about to park crooked. All right, first of all, let me see if the internet is better. I think it is. Yeah, it is better. How I'm gonna do this? All right, let me. I was hoping this car over here would hide the sun from me. But I doubt that's gonna hold true. Yo, nah, I don't like this. I don't like this at all. The sun is hitting me here. It's gonna hit the camera. No. The only thing is that this is where the internet is. I wonder if it's over there. Let me see if it's over there on the other side. Is it still over here? Shit is ridiculous. I got to do all this for internet, yo. Sheesh. He said the camera looked good right there, though. Right. Oh, man. This is crazy. I had to do all that just to get some internet, man. In this big-ass parking lot. Like, it's not... This is like a stadium. The size of these lots around here is like a football stadium. Like 2 of them. And in all this damn space, I only got internet here in this spot. And or over there where the sun was at. All right, anyway. But it looks like... How did that 440 look? The 440, what was that looking like? What did you not have? He said, time to get that second phone. Can't be having this stress. I know, man. You're right. You're right. The 440, who saw that? Also, Big Man is saying that the pricing is different on the new platform. Yeah, and yeah, I know what you're talking about. And I'm gonna get one. I am gonna get one just so I don't have to be going through all kind of shenanigans. The only reason that I haven't so far is because it is mad Wi-Fi everywhere. But I think what actually is the main issue is my computer's old. Like I have a Mac, but the I think after a while the drivers for your internet it goes bad. Cause it's not the first time that I started having internet issues. Like, and sometimes it just like it doesn't even make any sense. I be in my house having issues with the internet. I'm like, I know that's not my house internet. Like this, it got to be something else. There was no pricing on it. Okay, that was on the 440, right? All right. Okay. Oh, excuse me. Market look good though overall. Looks good. And it looked like this will carry over too into the next session. So that's a good sign. Okay, 440 was priced out. Got you. He said that's my wife trying to get me to come to bed. If she ever did do that, she would do that type of shit too. She would. She would unplug it and act like she don't know what happened. Yes, she surely would. Oh, what's up, Holly? Oh, excuse me. Overall today, what did y'all notice about the market though? It seemed like it was overall stable this afternoon. Not this morning though. This morning it was looking crazy. Jerome said NADEX didn't make small changes. They revamped it all. I agree. It's like they did an overhaul and didn't need to. Like they could, if all they did was change the layout. Like you see how the layout looks like how the app looks, or the not the app, but the mobile version of the platform. That's how the desktop version of the platform looks. If I had to guess, I would say it's the same shit. Like it's literally the same thing as the mobile version, if I'm not mistaken. Like what on the desktop can you do that you can't do on the mobile? It looks the same. Yeah. Right. Yeah, I saw that, Winston. You said it's about the same. Good question. I mean, I think ultimately it's the same. It's all the same stuff. The interface is just the GUI that they switched up, but the data feeds are the same. You know, the same data that is going into the old is going into the new. So as far as that goes, unless they upgraded the number of servers that they have, it ain't going to increase the speed none. Because the only reason that you don't see the difference now is because everybody's not using the new one. If everyone was on the new one, you would see the difference in the speed. Now, you would see it now. The reason that it seemed like it's faster is because ain't nobody on there yet. That's the only reason why. So the only way that they would increase the speed overall is to have more server, more bandwidth. And then you would see the difference in the speed even on the old one. And I'm saying that with my limited knowledge about servers and data and all of that type of stuff. You know what I mean? You dig? You can dig it, you can dig it, you can dig it. That 455 did the same thing, I think, as the 440 with the pricing out. So that's pretty much what it's doing for now. But like I said, it'll probably carry over into the next session as far as the way that the market is. And we might be looking like something going into the next session. I'm just reading what y'all said. Ah. I like that. No, don't double dip the chip. He said they better be ready to switch back when we surge over to the new one, something happens. Riley said, been fishing, so haven't messaged. Tet? I don't know what he was saying there. But he said fishing is a waiting game. Yes, it is. Yep, it is. So this will be interesting going into this close to look and see how price actually moves. Even though I don't ever count this one because it's the last binary. So like within the last few seconds, a lot of time there'd be all kind of spiky activity going on because it's the closing of a session. Excuse me. Jerome getting at you. He getting at you, Riley. Jerome gets a kick out of it. So Jerome, how'd you do today? What'd you do today in the market? How'd you do today? Yeah, I love fishing too, actually. I like to fish for well, I guess it depends on where. But I love to get bass and southern whiting. Oh, okay. Jerome said he 9-0. Hey now. And you at what you trading, Jerome? 10 contracts, you said? Oh, excuse me. Well, anything I know was always a beautiful thing. 5 to 10. Got you. Good stuff, man. Yeah, Paleo say he like to fish in the market, not real life. O'Reilly getting the catfish. Don't catfish like shallow water? They like shallow water, right? Rich never tasted catfish. I tasted catfish twice, and it was good. The way that the way that it was prepared when I tasted it was delicious. It was fried just well. It didn't smell, like certain fish don't have a fishy smell. Catfish don't smell fishy. Tilapia don't smell fishy. I know that JT said you can grow them in the pond. Yeah, I think that they farm catfish and they farm tilapia, if I'm not mistaken. But they also are in the wild also. Yeah, exactly. You got to eat them fresh. Hey, everybody is in agreement. Catfish is good, huh? Tilapia said he thought that was man-made. It could be. It could be. Yeah, I've heard that too, Holly. I don't know. I eat tilapia. I definitely do. And I know that where it comes from is not from where they do farming. That's one. Like when you get tilapia, you want to get the one that says that it's wild, meaning that it's out in the wild wherever they get it from. Like it's not being farmed. But they do farm tilapia though. As a matter of fact, tilapia is the fish that typically they use in aquaponics. Is that what it's called? I think it's called aquaponics, where they take the bacteria from the waste of the fish, and that bacteria is used to fertilize the roots of vegetables. It's a complete system that they have. So nothing is wasted, pretty much. It takes the water from the tilapia tank and it pushes out the waste, uses the bacteria from the waste to fertilize the roots of vegetables that they grow. And they grow the vegetables with no soil. They grow the veggies like just on sticks. It's no dirt. It's just the water. It's the bacteria in the water hitting the roots, fertilizing the roots, and the vegetables grow beautiful. And it's indoors, so there's no insects. It's an ill process. Aquaponics. That's something I was always interested in that, actually, because that's a way to have a self-sustaining system for growing some food and for having some food to eat, some fish. Yeah, tilapia veggies. Yep. If you look it up online, they got it. It's called aquaponics. And they have another process called hydroponics, where it's only water involved. There's no dirt. It's something that they use in indoor farming of veggies. Interesting. And that makes sense that when I looked up tilapia and just read on it, why they were saying to make sure that you don't get the farm raised tilapia if you're going to eat it, to not eat the farm raised tilapia, to eat the wild tilapia, whatever. Asland Hunt is asking, how many people in here have seen success in day trading with NADEX? Quite a few, Aslan. Quite a few. Yeah, that's interesting though. If you really delve into what they do with a lot of the food that we eat, you won't eat shit. Like, You literally won't eat nothing. You be like, damn, it ain't nothing left to eat. Even the vegetables, they be doing all type of shit too. But you know, it is what it is. Just do your best to do your own research and just take it from there. Yep. Yeah. Riley said hydroponics, if used everywhere, could feed 12 billion people. We need to push technology more, but won't go into transhumanist ideas. Yeah, you already know what it is. You already know what it is. Everyone is asking Asland, what are you defining as success when you say that? What do you mean by that? So that's a question for you, Aslan. What do you mean by success? What do you define as success? Which is a good question. Because I don't think success is the same for everybody. I know what it is for us, but I can't speak for others. Yeah, that's it, Tyler. That's it. That ultimately is what is the best option, to live off whatever you grow on your land that you have control over. Because you know what you're doing. You knew how them tomatoes grew. Aslan said, making a consistent income from trading alone. I'm looking for a mentor. I've struggled in the past couple of months and want to continue learning in this field. Well, you're in the right place. I'll say that much. But being that you're here, is this your first time ever being exposed to Team Alliance at all? Or like, have you seen videos before? And I'm only asking to have context for like what advice to give you, perhaps. Because I don't like to just be talking and I don't know what it is that you're actually looking to do or what you've already been exposed to. Because I can't really give you solid advice if I don't know. So that's why I'm asking. Like, have you seen anything from Team Alliance or? Okay, so you've seen the trading videos. Got you. Well, the 5-minute binary trades that you've seen me take in the videos, that's what I teach. That's what I train folks in my group to do. And really what it is not a, like, just so we're clear, it's not a strategy. It's not a strategy. It's not a method. What it is an understanding of the market. And then being able to use NADEX in particular to execute the understanding of the market by trading the 5-minute instrument. So in essence, what you're really learning to do is to interpret the market and to develop the patience and discipline necessary to wait for the market to give you the right opportunity at the right time. Or let me rephrase that, to give you the best opportunity at the right time. So, you know, it requires a lot of study. It requires a lot of commitment to the training process that's going to teach you how to do that. You know, you want to learn how to understand the market, you're going to have to observe, study, and be patient. You're going to have to do, it's like, it's not optional. That is not optional. You're going to have to learn that. And if you're not really ready to deal with yourself on that level, as far as developing your patience, then you're not ready to trade. You're not ready to trade full time. Definitely not. Riley's saying it already. If you have patience, you can be successful here, but that is based on if you have self-control. Yep. Jerome is saying he trades a combination of things, mainly trades based on price movement and the right environment. The right environment for me is market has to move. By watching the price, the market leaves clues to what it wants to do, and I take advantage of that. Jerome is very clear with what he does, from what I can see so far. I'm not all in his business to know what what he does specifically, but he is able to articulate what he does, and it makes sense. So I'm always happy to see someone who is trading having success. Always. That's why Jerome comes around us. Like, he don't even trade. Just Aslan, to put it in perspective for you a little bit. Like Jerome, like you see Jerome with the making the comments in the chat. He doesn't even use what we use, but he is using the same principles in the market. You see what I'm saying? So he's around us. He's in the environment with us because we have that part in common. And that's the part that you have to work on and develop. You got to develop the ability to control yourself and to be focused on what you're doing, like regardless of what it is. Regardless of what it is. That's why training with us is so powerful, because most people can't do that on their own. I know people have been trading for years, still ain't figured it out. Then they come here and they figure it out. So it's just a matter of being in the right environment and being around the right group of people, and having mentorship and just having reinforcement all the time. That's what we do at Team Alliance. Like, that's who we are. That's who Team Alliance is. Riley, you asking Jerome, does candles support resistance? All right. Aslan, I work with touch brackets as of right now, but I've always been curious about 5 minutes. So how often would you say? Here we go. It never fails. I should have took bets on what Aslan's next question was going to be. Oh man, it never fails. Here's the magic question. How often would you say opportunities for 5-minute trades appear during the time you're at your computer? I'm gonna let somebody else respond to it. Actually, I'm not even gonna say anything. Who wants to respond to that? What's up, Mick? Yes, sir. Yeah, they did, Don. They did. They definitely did have 60-second options. Some of them still do. It's like 1 or 2 that's still out there. What is it? IQ option, I think, is one of them. I think IQ option is still around. But yeah, see, so people are responding to that question now. Aslan. The general response is that it's determined by the market, pretty much. It is determined by the market. So the number of trades that you end up actually getting that fit the trades that you're waiting to receive. So the reason I'm saying that is because that's what we wait for. We don't just want trades. We want trades that we know are going to win, period. And we wait for a very specific environment in the market and a very specific behavior by the market in order for our trades to come on the 5-minute binaries in particular. So that's how we're able to just be consistently profitable. Like for us, not losing is the goal. The goal is not to win most of our trades. You know, take a bunch of trades and hopefully win most of them, because that really just puts you in position with that frame of mind where you're willing to accept a loss really for no other reason aside from the fact that you're aggressively taking trades. Like if you are proactively taking trades and you're dependent upon the market to actually do something in order for you to take the trade, it makes you vulnerable to a loss, because whatever that action is by the market that you're waiting to see, the fact that the market is moving and doing something means that the market can have behavior within that doing something. Like it doesn't just do stuff. It does stuff a certain way. Now, like it's kind of like saying, oh, I like when the market moves fast. But to say you like when the market moves fast is not a full, accurate way to go about identifying what the market is actually doing. You're associating with fast, but it's not just fast by itself. It can also be either stable and moving fast, or it can be unstable and moving fast. You see? The same way that if you like a slow market, it can be stable, moving slow, or unstable, moving slow. So there's way more to it than just a one-dimensional way of viewing the market. It's kind of like how some people rely on support and resistance. Like they'll just look at that when it's like, well, how are you deciding what support and what resistance level that you're going to take an action at? And what other things are you incorporating into that moment? Like what happens when the market gets there? What are you supposed to do? Like, okay, it's there now. Now what? You see, so it's not just an absolute thing where that's the only thing that you using or can rely on in order to base your actual trading decision off of. That's why people run into difficulty when they try to limit themselves to a method or a strategy or methodology, because they're missing elements of the market itself within their process. And that's what leads to them losing. It happens all the time. It's the same reason why somebody can't explain why they lost. You'd be like, well, you took that trade. Why'd you lose that trade? And I guarantee you the first thing that they'll say, oh, well, the market was kind of, it was looking like it was setting up and I took it and I should have known better, but I took it anyway, ended up losing. Okay, so that actually sounds more like it was you than it was the market. You see? So like this is all of the type of stuff that we cover as far as how not to get tricked by the market and what to wait for specifically so that you stop losing. Because if you can figure out how to avoid losing situations, consistent winning is what waits on the other side of that. Period. But you have to give value to not losing. If you don't have enough value on the not losing part, then you'll always put yourself in position to have to recover from losses, because losses are going to be an integral part of whatever it is that you're doing in the market. So, like for me personally, I chose not to go that route. I chose to study the market and just figure out how to avoid losing situations altogether. So for me, what that ended up resulting in is being in trades that are coming much less often, because it's waiting for times when the market has way more indication that it's going to actually win on that trade that you take. And that's my preference. You know what I'm saying? Like that was a personal decision for me. where I wasn't thinking about a win rate. Oh, well, I want to develop something and, I want to win 8 out of 10 times. Nah, I don't want to lose, period. Like that was my thing out the gate. So once I figured out how to not lose, the winning part unfolded and revealed itself through the market itself. And that's why we remain consistent. Like that's the reason that we remain consistent, for that reason. But these are always good conversations. I really enjoy having these conversations because you gain a lot of clarity, and then you can decide what you want to do. You know what I mean? Like it's not limited to anything. You can make the decision for yourself. What is it that you want to do? So that's the good thing about it. like I don't like the idea of losing, period. It doesn't even have anything to do with what somebody's using. Like if you're using a methodology that works for you, I'm more interested in how you are able to recognize the times in the market that it does work, right? And then to become educated about what happened during the times when it did not work. So what I would do is reverse engineer the process. Instead of focusing on the winning part, I'm going to focus on all of the stuff that leads to a losing situation first. Figure out that part first and dissect that, and then do everything within my control to not do that. You see what I'm saying? That's how I reverse engineer whenever I'm doing something. Give me the worst shit that can happen. Let me see that first. Then I'll work backwards. I'm going to start at the end and then come back. By the time I come back, I can remove the part that leads to the losing situations, and what I'm left with is winning. And that's my preference. That's how I like to move. So, yep. Yeah, this is good stuff you're talking about here too. I like this. I like this. Jerome said, he said, I'm aware of support and resistance when watching the charts, but don't really make my decision on them alone. Good stuff. I do look at candle patterns, but I have watched the charts for years and know what I'm looking for. Solid. So it's a combination of lots of things I use to make the decision. Mm-hmm. Don said, trading successful is all about sweat equity. I have a feel for this game. Any successful hunter isn't thinking they are reacting when their prey is vulnerable. Aha. That's dominance right there. Confidence and the dominance. Jerome said you kind of have to interpret what the market will do before it does it to really be ahead in this game. But that comes with experience, not just going in blindly because someone just had a feeling without any experience. That's hard. That's hard what Jerome was saying. And it's interesting that he's saying that because if you listen to that, like that first, especially the first part of that statement, it almost sounds like prediction, but he didn't say that. He didn't say that. What he said specifically, he said you kind of have to interpret what the market will do before it does it. He didn't say predict where the market is going. Notice he didn't say that. That's why I like to study and listen to what people actually say, because he did not say that. When you're predicting, you're trying to figure out where the market is going. He didn't say that. He said interpreting what the market will do. That's some good shit right there. That is some good shit. See, this is how I elevate. But I actually take value from people when they present value. That's what he just said is very good. That's good stuff right there. Riley said you can use any strategy if you understand how to read the market. 100%. See, because the key is not the strategy. See, this is confirming everything that we talk about anyway. The key is not the strategy. The key is your ability to read the market. That's why I'm dismissive when people say strategy, because I know what they're saying. They're trying to put the market in a box, and you can't. You cannot do that. Riley said most successful millionaires on the market suggest a minimum win of 96% in careers, so an 8 out of 10 is bad. Right, because 96% is 9.6 out of 10. Cameron said, what's the threshold you recommend for a person to realize trading is not for them? I've heard people say they've been trading for 6 years and 10 years and still not consistently profitable. That's a good question, Cameron. Damn. The main cause of somebody being in the market for so long and still not being consistent is themselves. So self-awareness is so important. If a person does not realize that they don't have patience, they'll continue to repeat the same bad habits that they've been doing. It doesn't matter how much time is involved. Does that make sense? Somebody could have been doing something for 30 years. Just because you've been doing it for 30 years don't mean shit. If you've been fucking up for 30 years, you're going to continue to do that. You have not reached the point where you interrupt the bad habits that you've created over that amount of time. And for that reason, you'll continue to do dumb shit. So you ain't never going to do it. You're never going to be consistent. You have to become self-aware. You're going to have to figure out why you're really not being consistent. And I guarantee you that whether you know it or not, the answer to that is the fact that you just don't have no patience. That's what it is. You're not patient enough with the market, and there's a level of discipline that you have yet to achieve to not continuously repeat the same bad habits. Like, why are you still doing the same things you know is going to cause you to lose? You still doing it. You got to deal with yourself. And until you do, you'll continue to do that. So I would say that the threshold really is at whatever point that you tired of yourself. Because you're not going to actually make the change. Like some people are going to insist on not changing. For those people, I don't recommend that you keep trading. Because you're not going to change. It ain't got nothing to do with the market. Oh, well, I've been trading for 15 years, man. All I need is really just a good strategy. No, you don't. Any strategy that somebody give you, you're going to mess it up. Because you don't have the foundation and the basic principles for what you need to be successful in the first place. Patience and discipline. Focus. You ain't got that. That's what you're missing. The mindset part. I like what Don said. He said, this is a game of chess. I'm not being checked. That's it. That's it. JT said, nice view to have to winning. Yep. Walker said, my wife was talking about what if you aren't profitable in another year? What will you do then? My response, I'll never know. Ooh. Ooh. Damn. Yo. Damn. Before I mic drop, Michael, I see what you said. You said, I want to start training today. Where do I go to begin? Underneath the video, there are links. Let me actually send you, just so that you don't get confused. There's a link under the video for you to actually sign up. And after you sign up, use this link that I just posted to add me on Facebook. Or just add me on Facebook, like however you want to do it. Add me on Facebook and then sign up, or sign up and then add me on Facebook, whatever. And then when you connect with me on Facebook, I'll get you set up in training. But Jesus, what Walker just said. Whew. My God. He totally threw me completely off. I wasn't expecting to read that. Damn. I gotta read that again. He said, his wife said, what if you aren't profitable in another year? What will you do then? I'll never know. Shit. Yo, I'm out. Damn.